Today we're going to be taking a look at an exciting new synth that has found its way to me. This is Reel-Synth. Reel-Synth is a plugin that combines a full digital synth engine featuring samples from 7 rare vintage synthesizers. Each synth has been sampled through a reel-to-reel tape recorder, giving you a wonderfully authentic lo-fi tape sound. Or if that's not quite your tempo, you can switch off the saturation at the press of a button. But this isn't just a collection of samples. This plugin offers a lot more than that. Things like a built-in EQ, arpeggiator, chord mode, filters, and more. This really is the full package for lo-fi vibes and vintage tones. So let's dive in and take a look. So here we are. This is Reel-Synth. There's a few points that I want to go through before we start listening to some of the sounds. The first point is this plugin highlights accessibility. The developer has made sure that this is an affordable instrument because financial accessibility is difficult in a space like this. We all know plugins aren't cheap, but this, I think, is unbelievable value for the money. You get such a fantastic synthesizer at a really great price. It's not just financial accessibility though. The developer has also focused on visual accessibility, color contrasts for visually impaired people, large buttons, easily laid out visuals. All these things come together to create a wonderful plugin that's both functional and accessible. And the final point I'll make before we get into it, all updates for this plugin are free, and each year you will get a free yearly expansion pack. If that isn't value for money, I don't know what is. Not a lot of companies offer that, but this developer does. So big shout out to you. Now I'm just going to go over some of the key points that the synth actually offers itself. The main one for me is the tape saturation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a couple of notes and then I'm going to turn the tape saturation off so you can hear the difference. Nice and vintage, nice and retro. That's a nice sound. So now we're going to turn the tape saturation off. Two completely different sounds just by changing the tape. The next standout feature for me was the chord mode. Within the chord mode menu, you can choose the amount of strum. So this is just a chord with no strum. And if we turn up the strum dial, let's dial it back a little. Not only do we get the ability to strum the chords, but we also get the choice of a few different chord voicings. This feature is fantastic if you're looking for some inspiration. Maybe you don't quite know what kind of chords you want to go for. This can really help you with that. A few of the other things you'll see on the UI are things like envelope, phase, mix, LFO, tape, filter, oscillator, pitch, delay, bend, reverb, and the tape saturation. A couple of cool features that we see here on the main UI. The mix knob. This lets you blend between the synth and the sample. So you can create the perfect blend of the two, or lean completely into the sample or the synth. A few other things we have here are the reverb, which you can turn, you have actually lots of options. You can go between the size, dampen, mix, and the time, mod, and diffuse. So there's a lot of customization with the reverb. We also have envelope control with your typical ADSR, a filter option, things like release, LFO, cutoff, attack, envelope, and velocity. All very standard stuff, but great to have the control. We can also choose what type of oscillator it uses. We've got sine, triangle, sawtooth, and square. Now let's take a look at the browser. In here you will find well over 100 different presets, with banks ranging from ambient all the way to lo-fi through to soft or rhythmic. Let's take a look at a few. There is such a wonderful amount of variety in some of the sounds that you can get from this synth. It really is super varied, and it captures a very nostalgic, almost kind of backroomsy vibe, which I personally love. I am 100% going to be using this plugin in future productions. I'm really looking forward to following the development of this plugin, as so far it's been wonderful. And you know me, I don't talk about things that I don't believe in or I don't enjoy or wish to use. So that's my seal of approval. As is standard with these reviews, I have written a song using only this plugin, and right about now, I'm going to be showing you what I came up with. So enjoy. So that's Reel-Synth. Do you want to get your hands on a copy and save some money in the process? Use my affiliate link in the description to help me out a little bit, and code LB10 at checkout to save 10% off your copy of Reel-Synth. This really is a special little synth and a project worth following. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.